So now your team went 18-2. You guys are very successful. Now it's time for the big time now.
Big time, as they say.
Junior and senior year. Kind of go into the play what happened right there.
Junior year, as far as the school, didn't have very much expectations. It was just a bunch of guys wanting to play on the team. Ultimately, Dean Foster was our coach our junior year. We didn't really have a great season, so to speak, as far as regular season, but we kind of started peaking toward the end. And we actually went on a little run, man. We got to the semi-state final game against Marion, and we actually lost to Big Zach Randolph and JoJo White. Actually, who killed us. Zach didn't really kill us, but he killed us. But we had a pretty good year that year, man. Got honorable mention conference as far as the NIC was concerned. And then I actually got my name in Sister Magazine within Indiana because they didn't know nobody from Elkhart. They don't have no media coverage up there about us, you know. So I started getting a little bit of recognition due to the fact that we went on our run that junior year.
Okay. So your junior year, you guys finished. What was your record?
Our record was 15-10, I believe.
15-10.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was 9 losses in the regular season.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now going through your senior year, you guys finished the season on a high note, semi-state.
Very high note.
So basically, kind of going into your senior year.
Senior year was all different, man. Dean actually left. He actually went over to Penn High School. If y'all familiar with that, they big into football. But he actually went over there to coach the basketball team.
Now, who is Dean?
Dean Foster.
Okay.
He was my coach my first 2 years, my sophomore and junior year. He's big up north. He used to coach at Bremen. Coached actually at Central. He took them to the state finals in '94 when I was like in the 8th grade. So he had some success. He built the program up to actually being recognized within Northern part of the state. Yeah, he left actually, and Mike Drews actually came in, who was a former coach at Muncie Central. He coached Bonzi Wells. He coached Chandler Thompson. He coached a lot of them guys down in Muncie, so he had some experience as far as with letting people play. Basically, it wasn't about nobody being favorites, obviously, because he was coming into a new situation. The first conversation I had when he was like, look, we went out and get the best players. And I was actually working at camp as he came in that summer, and he asked me, who was walking the hallways that we needed to get out here on the team? And the first person I told him was Anthony Kyle, which I was been telling you about, my homeboy Jatana. And once we got him, man, it kind of stirred the boat.
So who was the better coach? Because I know you said Dean Foster kind of held you guys, not saying held you guys back, but you played a more slower type of basketball to where your new coach come in and he's kind of what?
Well, the new coach was more about your talent, letting your talent do what it do, you know what I'm saying? Dean was more of a control person, you know what I'm saying? He kind of dictated what we were going to do offensively, defensively, all of that stuff. With Coach Drews, it was more of, hey coach, I think we can do this. You can give your suggestion more so with Coach Drews. And plus, like I said, he was just gonna let you play for the most part. As long as you was doing what you was doing, playing hard, you had no problems with playing. So that was the biggest difference.
Okay. So senior year, now it's time to play ball.
Senior year, bro.
What happened?
We hooped, man. We hooped. We didn't have a good stretch in the beginning. I think we started off maybe 6-6. You know what I mean? Then we ran off Saturday in a row going into the tournament, and then we just went from there, man. It wasn't like we was doing anything special, anything different. All it was, we kept practicing. That was it. We didn't do nothing different. We just kept hooping. Obviously, we wasn't looked at as a team that was supposed to be there. So a lot of the times people would come in, and this I know personally because some of the guys who we played against, I was actually playing with them in different all-star tournaments and things like that afterwards. He would come to us telling me that, man, we didn't think y'all was nothing. We came out, we saw these little dudes, man, we thought we were just going to kill them, but it didn't happen. We beat like 4 ranked teams my senior year going into the state championship game.
Ain't some of them teams y'all beat?
We beat Warsaw first. They was ranked maybe 9th or 10th. Then we beat Fort Wayne Northside, who my homeboy Bernard Hollins was on. They were ranked 7th. And then we beat Maryville, who was ranked maybe 5th or 6th. And then we got beat actually by North Central, who had Jason Gardner, Mr. Basketball.